Welcome back to Salt Siren. Last episode, we dove into the oddballs of the ocean. And yes, I did say bioluminescence was next. I'm getting there, I promise, but something came up first. It's come to my attention that some of you have said you wanted to know me. And honestly, that caught me off guard. Because here's the thing. I don't really know how to talk about myself. I never have, but I'm going to try. I'm just going to tell you the truth and trust that that is enough. My name is Brianna. I am a wife and a mom of 3. I have undiagnosed ADHD, which means I might stumble over my words sometimes, lose my train of thought, or say something a little sideways. And I've made peace with that. I'm learning to find comfort in imperfection, and honestly, this podcast is part of that practice. I lead with empathy. Always, even when it's inconvenient, especially when it's inconvenient. That's not something I choose, it's just how I'm wired. I'm also deeply political, especially right now. You can't study the ocean in 2026 and not be. Environmental policy, climate legislation, who's in power and what they're choosing to protect or dismantle, it all flows downstream into the water. So yes, this podcast will go there, not to push an agenda, but because the ocean doesn't get to opt out of politics, and neither do I. Let me take you back to where this really started. I was about 4 years old the first time I watched The Little Mermaid, and something in me just knew. I can't explain it better than that. There's no dramatic origin story, no single defining moment, just a deep, quiet knowing that the ocean was a part of me. I grew up watching every ocean movie I could find. Free Willy, Flipper, Jaws, Deep Blue Sea, over and over until I had them memorized. Beach sounds still calm me down like nothing else can. But I didn't grow up to be a marine biologist though. Life happened the way it does. Marriage, kids, the beautiful chaos of building a family. I pressed my dreams between pages, carefully, gently, the way you'd press flowers you didn't want to lose. And I closed the book. I didn't know if I'd ever even open it again. And then I went to Hawaii. I watched the sunrise from the summit of Haleakala. If you've never heard of it, it's a dormant volcano on Maui, and the summit sits above the clouds. We woke up in the middle of the night, drove up in the dark, and stood there in the cold, half exhausted, just waiting. And then the sky started to change. It went from deep turquoise to this glowing band of warm orange. The sun sent long red beams stretched across the horizon, like it was reaching for something, like it was waking up slowly and didn't want to rush. I stood there, anxious, tired, completely unprepared for what I was about to feel. And just for a moment, before the world needed anything from me, I thought, I have one life, and I've been watching it from the shore. And then I got in the water. I was snorkeling when it really hit me, floating above the bleached coral, watching something ancient and irreplaceable struggle to survive, and I felt this shift, this quiet, undeniable clarity. I couldn't keep telling myself I should be doing something. It was time to actually do it. And that was the moment I opened the book again. Now, I'm a freshman in college at age 34, studying marine biology. And this podcast, Salt Siren, The Current Situation, is part of that journey. It's not separate from my education. It is my education. It's how I process what I'm learning, how I share it, and how I stay connected to the reason I started. I made this show for the people who love the water, for the snorkelers and the surfers, for the people who feel something when they stand at the edge of the ocean and look out, for the ones who care deeply about what's happening to this planet, even when it's hard to look at. And I made it for anyone who pressed their dreams between pages and wondered if they'd ever find them again. If that's you, I want you to know that you can open that book. Someday is allowed to be now. I'm proof of that. standing here at 34 just getting started. My philosophy is simple: connection before conservation. You can't save what you don't love. You can't love what you don't know. So let's get to know the ocean together. I'm Brianna, and this is Salt Siren, and I'm very glad to have you here.